Lake Lone Chimney?
No. This Lake Chernobyl.
I think I had the wrong number.
You like Numa? Numa.
I don't know how to answer that without being offensive.
Hello. Hello.
Oh man, okay. Oh, cool. Man, there was something, I had the strangest bite earlier. There was like something massive like right here that came up and like surfaced at my lure and missed it. I saw it come up and I tried to grab it and missed it. And I think it was like a big ass catfish. I mean, probably like a 6 or 7 pound catfish. But they must be spawning. Probably. That's okay. It's my filming is. Dang it, man. Maybe I've just got bluegill that are getting on this. I can't tell. That's like 2 or 3 hits now I've had over here. God dang it! Get out of those weeds. There we go. That's 2 or 3 hits I've had over here now, but it's not getting it in its mouth. Whatever it is, I don't know. That messed that worm up pretty good. That might have been a bass. What? Great, thanks. So I'll go ahead and tell you what is basically happening here at this point. I had screwed up and really forgotten my GoPro battery charger that I had set up for my rear camera. Earlier I talked about that top water strike I had where I thought a catfish came up and took a swipe at the bait. I didn't have that captured on my rear GoPro camera, and then on my front camera that I use on the chesty mount, I had screwed up and put that on the wrong camera angle, so it pretty much was worthless as well. And so I didn't have any usable footage there. My audio wasn't really set up and going, and it was just a tough day. Got out there, and the conditions were a lot nastier than what it probably looks like on the video. We actually here at Lone Chimney, the lake almost is kind of cut in half. And we ended up going to the south side, which after fishing it appears to be really, really shallow as far as I can tell. What little I fished it. And so, we were a little more protected from north wind that day, but it was a strong wind off and on. It was spitting rain, so just not a real pleasant day. I started off with both topwater and, as you saw earlier, that, Z-Man floating worms. The top water I'm fishing is a Z-Man pop shads, and so that's kind of what I started out with. I was hoping the bass would still maybe be up on beds or be shallow spawning, but I think, as evidenced later, I'm pretty sure the catfish were spawning, and usually if the catfish are spawning, the bass have been done for a little while. So my plan to get up and fish shallow I think was just not going to work that day, and not knowing the lake and then having a limited amount of time with the weather really ended up hampering my efforts, but do have some interesting things that still continue to happen here. Got one. Good one. Good one. Oh, holy shit. Oh man, this is a great big old catfish. Yeah. This is huge. Oh man, okay. Well, I thought it felt a little bit too lethargic to be a good bass. Look at this dude right here. Swim jig, man. All right, so here we go. This is gonna be my catch of the day right there. Just a huge blue cat, for me anyway. I'm not a cat fisherman, so. But there we go. I'm guesstimating that thing's probably about 10 pounds or so. It is fat, fat, fat. All right, there we go. Well, that's something. It didn't get skunked. Yeah, give me just a second here. I know, it's disgusting. I'm just gonna cut all that off. It is, catfish are gross, man. They're gross. They're gross fish. Yeah. No, I didn't go with it. That's on that big rod right there. I just didn't have it. But that's funny. Like I like hooked into that. That was like on my second cast, and I felt that thing hit, and I'm like, oh man, like that felt like, I mean, it just felt like a really powerful hit, you know, like really. I'm like, man, oh man, I got this working now, baby. I figured it out. Going with the I know, yeah, it's got the swim jig going, and I'm like, man, I figured it out, man. I've got the magic bait on today, and then freaking catfish. And I was thinking too, like when I first hooked that thing, man, I'm like, you know, when I first hooked that thing, I'm like, holy shit, this thing's really got some weight to it, you know? And then I'm just like, God, this thing's fighting weird. And then I got it up. As soon as I got to the surface, I'm just like, damn it. Because I really thought like I had gotten a good, you know, like a this would have been a big bass, like a personal best bass, you know? Where it's like, this probably would have been like potentially like one you'd stick on the wall, you know? But then it just like, and then it turns out it's a freaking catfish. God dang it. Okay. It's something though. Fun story.